So today is Thursday and it's quite late on in the day. I've had to go home because I had to get a delivery in because I ordered the wrong tote bags, which I was really annoyed about, but they've come in now. Now I've already got one of these for myself. They've got a nice thick gusset there and all the way around, and it's a linen effect, if you can see, but the quality is amazing and the handles are a really nice length. I've been using mine probably 2 weeks now, and do you know, I actually don't take a handbag around with me anymore. I just bung my stuff in that, and then I've got room for shopping, you know, because I like to shop. Anyway, I digress. My mum is currently away on holiday, and she often goes on coach tours with a local company, and I thought it would be kind of fun to make her a bag that says I just realised the wrong way around. It says, "I am a crossways traveller," and this is a little cartoon version of the coach that they go on. So I'm really hoping she likes that. Unfortunately, these bags only came today. The original bags I got, if they'd have been the correct bags, oddly, the dimensions are the same. It's just that this one has a nice wide gusset section, the other one doesn't. And if they'd arrived on time, she could have taken it with her. So I'm really annoyed. But anyway, I just she's got another few holidays booked with them anyway, so I figured she'd like that anyway. But she's very loyal to this company, so that's exciting. I have also been working on my Christmas cards. Again, we're back to front, sorry. This design I've tried to make so it looks slightly like they've been paper cut. And what I do is I just change the logo around. This one is for Jane's Crystals and Crystal Melts. Actually, I've just thought she has two businesses. Better double check that's the one that she wanted on there actually. Anyway, either way, you can change the logo in there without any problem at all. She also lives on the Isle of Wight, so as I do map art as well, she asked if she could have an image of the Isle of Wight with a little festive hat on. So, and that says Season's Greetings if you can't read backwards, you know, which not everyone can. Anyway, so that's that order all done. I've been working the last 2 weeks trying to work out car insurance for my daughter, who's a provisional driver. It's been an absolute living nightmare. So I've just spent the last hour doing that again. What else? Oh, and I've been doing Inktober as well. I will show you today's Inktober after this video. Yesterday it was pumpkin pie, and I was using the catnip illustrations ink prompt sheet for Inktober, and today I used Ellis Jade's prompt list, which was potion. So I've done a little potion bottle, which I have to say I really like. So I'll pop those in so you can see. If you don't know what Inktober is, basically it is it started a few years ago, and this chap wanted to challenge himself to doing pen and ink drawings every day in the month of October, and it's become quite a big thing for artists and illustrators. And up until now I thought I just don't have the time, and although I still don't have the time, I thought it would actually do me good to be drawing and coming up with fresh ideas all the time. So I'm using it more as an exercise to keep my drawing skills intact, so or renewed, refreshed, I don't know, any of them. So yeah, that's my plan. I probably won't do every day, but so far, you know, we're on day 2 and I've done 2 illustrations. You know, I'm winning so far. I'm quite happy with that. So I better get on with things. All right. morning. It is Thursday today, and yeah, it is Thursday today, and I have just launched my new graphic, which is my new plan for October. Every order that you place, I will be putting in a free gift. I've already put in a free gift into my first order of the month, which is quite exciting. And basically what I'm doing is I'm custom making something to complement your order. So for this particular order, I expect I can probably tell you actually, because it probably won't get there. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I had an order for a mug, and I have done a matching coaster to go with it. So the value of the free gift may change completely. If somebody orders as a planner, I might do a free gift of an insert or something like that. If it's craft supplies that you're after and you buy from the stock clearance group, and then there'll be a little free gift in there. If it's something printed, you will probably get something printed as a free gift. It's not going to be a huge, massive thing, but just something to complement, something personal to you. I'm not sure if I'm going to regret this or not. It seemed a really good idea last night. And I did a poll in my group on Facebook, and it was a general idea. I also want to reward all my top followers, and you know, the people who interact mostly on my page, on my Facebook page, or you know, Instagram, anything like that. But I can't find a way of monitoring that and finding out who is my sort of top fan. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that logistically. I've got a bit of a cunning plan today, which I'm going to try out. So I will video that so you can see. It will probably fail spectacularly, but you know, we'll see how that goes. I also want to have another bash at my guinea pig round thing mouse mat, because there was some smudges on it, and when I actually looked at the image closer, I noticed that there was some marks still on the illustration, and also I wasn't happy with the pattern in the middle, so I changed that again last night. You've also got my Inktober design. The prompt for today, I decided to combine Catnip's Inktober prompt list and Ellis Jade's Inktober prompt list. And Catnip, she had autumn leaves as hers, and Ellis Jade has circle for hers. So I thought I would do something like a circular wreath of autumn leaves and combine the two. Because, you know, why not? So I suppose I better get on with it. Have fun. Right, so I thought I would take you on a little quest. I have 2 travel mugs to do, and I thought I'd take you through the process from beginning to end. I apologise, the screen is so dark. So I've uploaded some images from my tablet. I need a duck and I need a dabbing giraffe, as you do. Oh, that's helpful. I've managed to put it on an existing thing. Right, okay, so we've got a little duck and a little giraffe, and they need to be just under 10. I don't know if you can see, I might be able to zoom in for you. They need to be just under 9 millimeters. This is resizing the box, not the actual image, so that should be absolutely fine. So I'm going to have, oh God, I've got to think which way around the mug is. Is that? No, that way. Okay, so this image is going to be what you hold if you are right-handed. And this one is going to have some wording on it. Well, both of them are going to have wording on, actually. Let me just... So we're going to have the duck here. What size is that? Okay, so I'm going to pop some text in here. And it's to be in the minute. So at the minute I am using Affinity Designer. And I want some quite clear, bold text. I also use Infinity Designer on my tablet, so it's quite handy to have the platform that goes across both. So this one is going to say up. Can you guess what's going to be on the other side? That is the question. I think I might increase that a little bit actually. All right, let's just see what size that is. Oh. Okay, so it's actually going to work out a bit too big, so I need to make my duck a little bit smaller. I think my wording will be fine. Yeah, I think that's pushing it to its limits, but I think that'll be fine. And then the giraffe will fit in fine as well. I'm going to move him a little bit into the middle because I always get a black line across the top of my printouts, which is incredibly annoying. So I am going to copy and paste that up so that I've got the same font. I'm going to make it a bit bigger. Oh, and this is going to say shut the. Can you tell what it's meant to say yet? I think I will leave that like that actually. Oh, I might do some dots. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so on this one I want to do another. They're going to the same customer, so I think I'll use the same font. And this one is going to say Sam's mug, because apparently Sam likes giraffes, and that's going to be on the other mug. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to print it up and just let it dry for a little bit. So you can't use a normal printer when you are using doing sublimation. It has to be done on a particular sublimation printer. I have the printer already set up. So the printer I use is an Epson Workforce 2010. I don't have it set up. I need to do this one, sorry. I need to set it up as my series, not my network. When I was working from home, I could connect it all through the Wi-Fi, but this printer is a particular pain for connecting through the Wi-Fi, so I actually use a cable to connect this. I've got a custom color profile, which I have been given from the company where I get my continuous ink system from. I actually bought the printer from as well. I check my papers. I want it on, no, actually I might do it on just normal high. I don't want it on high speed, but I do want it on mirror image. I want make sure my profile is clicked. Sometimes this changes. It goes back to custom if you change anything in the properties, and I don't want that. So I just double check that that's that. Check that, see it's gone back to network. Hopefully it'll be fine. And I click OK. So when you do sublimation printing, you always have to do it in reverse. So if I take you up here, way up here, this is the printer. Oh gosh, that's dusty, isn't it? It's not like it doesn't get used every day. I don't know why it's so dusty. Anyway, this bit could be a bit boring, so I will speed it up. So I trim off the ends, and I try to do it without getting the ink on the machine. And try not to touch too much. So now I have my 2 designs ready to go. So next step is putting the images onto the mugs. You always take the top bit off. I didn't for starters. If you want to just see what it's like, hopefully that's in the shot. Push it down, pull it up. The first time I ever did this, I didn't take this off and it melted. I always give it a good wipe over, get rid of any static. For some reason it can mark. I find these polypropylene and mugs, the travel mugs and the children's cups, are actually a real nightmare to print on, and I end up with quite a lot of mistakes because they have marked. They sort of mark at the top. It's just a real pain. So anyway, I've got some. This is heat tape, so it doesn't get affected by the heat, which is ideal. There we go, and that's what holds it all in place. So I'll be ready to do the pressing. So let's do the other one. Right, so the mugs are ready to go. I've put the wrap on, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just pop this bit of greaseproof paper or baking paper around the outside. This mainly because this is exposed all the time and it might get dust on it, and I don't want to do that. Also, when printing travel mugs, you need to have a form. This is I think it's probably aluminium, but you put it in because where this is plastic, it will deform if you're not careful. So then you pop it in the press, press it down, and then you press go. Okay, so the bleep tells me it's time to come out. I'm a bit concerned about how tight that was, so I'm going to just try and loosen that a little bit for the next one. So it's come out, it's got the form in. I'm just going to leave it for a few minutes and then I'm going to pop the next one in. Okay, so look at these. They came out fine actually. This says, shut the duck up. I think if I do this one again, I will probably raise the text slightly, but I'm quite pleased with that one. And then the other one, sorry, it's still a little bit hot. There's the dabbing giraffe, and it says Sam's mug. So I'm going to let them cool just a little bit more before I put the lids in. I'm just going to work on a little free gift because all orders in October are going to have a free gift, and then I'll be back. Oh my god, I just thought, what the hell is that noise? And I don't know if you can see it, it had steam coming out. My light has actually done something weird. I don't know what's wrong with it, but I've turned it off at the mains. I'm not going near that thing, it absolutely stinks. I mean, I've had this since I was little, but holy moly. Just nearly averted having a fire. Oh god. Just wanted to show you this other gunning plan that I had. I got some of these mailers like you get from Amazon, and I wanted to print my design on it to try and improve it, you know, sort of make it a bit more personalised. And, you know, to an extent it worked. This is the third time of pressing, so it's, you know, 3 times faded than it would normally be. But the only thing is it has made it a little bit brittle. So the outer coating has split, but it is still completely intact. Well, actually it's not completely intact, but that's because I've just waved it around quite a lot. And it's not meant to go that way. So I'm not sure if that's it. I mean, this particular one is naff now because I've been waving it, you know, folding it backwards and forwards to see how durable it is. But it was an idea, and I do kind of like it, but I think maybe it's going to be impractical because it might ruin the integrity of the envelope, which is a shame. But it is at least recyclable packaging, and that was what the aim was, so we'll see how we go. Right, before I log off for this week, I wanted to show you the results of my bookmaking test. They were pretty awful, actually. The first one that you saw me do earlier, and then I had another go. This is what I tried the first time. You saw me covering the outside, and then when it came to putting the inserts in, as you can see, I should have made them a bit smaller. I wasn't at all happy with that, but it was a test run, you know, just to sort of see. You see it buckled on the inside there. There's just lots about it that I don't like at all, but I persevered and I came up with this one. This is actually a dot one, and it's all bound. It's got proper binding on the back, and it's gorgeous. Really pleased with it, actually. So I've got 2 more of these to make, not with this fabric but a different fabric, but I will be making those tomorrow. I also wanted to show you one of the free gifts that I've made. So this is some new stock for Becky. This is a recent addition to her range, and she ordered a mug, coaster, a compact. I'm going to open it up and I'll show you, mirror, and a key ring. I don't know why the key rings always seem to be a bit yellowy, but that's just how it comes from the manufacturer. It's nothing to do with the process that I do at my end. But I noticed that they've started coming in a little bit whiter now, which is good, and also but I thought, you know, I wanted to experiment on another item that I've got. So as her gift, actually, I can't show you yet, because if you see it, the chances are she will watch it before she receives it, so she can't have it yet. So sorry, that's that. Incidentally, to use the bookbinding, what I did, and I will be doing a video on this separately, is I used the We Are Memory Keepers board, and that comes with instructions, and in here you get a pointy, I've forgotten what they're called. It's a pointy tool as opposed to a non-pointy tool. You get some waxed thread, and there's also 2 needles. So and there's quite a fair amount in there, so I think that'll last me a little while. I might see if I can get some more of the thread online, but I also want to have a go at using embroidery floss, because I think that'll be fun. What else? I have also covered the covers for 2 more books. These have chickens on, they are so sweet. And one's going to have a lined insert, so I've already printed the lines. And the other one is going to be a plain insert. And as the free gift, I made a little fabric badge. It is the first one I've done of fabric, and actually I really like it. So it matches because it is a piece of this fabric, But so I'm really quite excited about that one. So we shall see how it goes. And I think that's about it for now. So I'll say bye. Thank you for watching. If you've got this far, don't forget to subscribe, and please do, you know, chat away in the comments. Let me know what you'd like to see me do next. If you have any questions, we're happy to answer them. So feel free to give me a shout. Thank you for watching. Bye.